hard questions need to be answered. You're a chairman of a football club. You need to expect these hard questions to come, and you need to answer them.
Lyndon, talk to me about what's happening with this protest.
So, protest organised today is by Change for Tottenham again. We've done a couple of marches this season already, which have actually drawn really good numbers, and some of the biggest numbers that Spurs protests have actually drawn. So initially we planned to do something inside the ground today, walk out from half-time, but obviously since then we've got into a final, and a lot of fans are like, look, you know, we want to support the team. And today really wasn't really so much for us as a group about getting numbers, it was more just to say, look, yeah, we are in a European final, but at the same time we're sitting 15th, 16th in the Premier League. That's not acceptable.
No.
Like the league is your bread and butter, and the competitions that surround the league is an extra opportunity to win something. The league form is just not acceptable.
I mean, like over the years, Lyndon, I've noticed that obviously the crowds are getting bigger. You're getting a lot more backup and everything. However, we're still not seeing any changes here at Tottenham Hotspur. Why is that? Like, what's our end goal right now?
I mean, obviously, for Change for Tottenham, our end goal is obviously to get new ownership within the club. This club acts like a secret club. Like, when do you ever hear from Daniel Levy? You never hear from him, apart from when we're doing well, and he organises a fan forum, which he picks out the questions, and then he's pre-planned the answers. You know, that doesn't give any of our fan base transparency of what's going on.
Do you think, Lyndon, that it would help Tottenham Hotspur and Daniel Levy if he sat down, had an interview with someone? Because Sir Jim done it with United.
Yep.
You know, he sat down.
But
Do you
I don't
think that's going to help?
I don't think it should be done through the club, though. You know, there's a podcast online, Last Word on Spurs, that's run by Ricky Sachs. You know, why can't Daniel Levy go on that podcast? That is one of Tottenham's biggest podcasts that has such a massive following. Why can't it be done on something like that? Why does it have to be pre-recorded, edited, and then just us shown the good from those interviews? You know, hard questions need to be answered. You're a chairman of a football club. You need to expect these hard questions to come, and you need to answer them. It's not politics. You know, we're not speaking to politicians.